I see. Challenge accepted. Hey there, Busy Bee here, and I love Cuphead. This game's had me hooked since the second I saw the JT music video on it, and since then, I've played the crap out of it. But I've never used the twist-up weapon. Seem kinda bad? Well, today I'm gonna change that, as we shall find out if we can beat Cuphead with only twist-up. Rules are simple. We can only do damage with twist-up. We have to beat every single boss that's attemptable, as the plain ones are obviously off the table. Anyway, with that out of the way, let's begin. Quick little thing for those who don't know how the game works. We shoot, we jump, we dash, we parry, we have a strong attack that uses one of these cards, we have a super move that makes us invincible when we collect 5 cards, and we die. That's all you need to know move-wise. We also can use charms for this run, but I'm gonna avoid the whetstone since it does damage when I parry, and I won't break out Miss Chalice unless I think it's impossible. And finally, we will be categorizing bosses from easiest to I hate my life, please end my suffering.
A brawl is surely brewing.
I'm both not surprised and disappointed to see Sally here, because she has such a cool concept of a fight. In her first phase, she blows pink hearts at us to parry, throws a fan at us, and will occasionally dive bomb us and teleport around. Then she gets married, and her second phase begins, with her moveset being pretty similar, but now she summons little wind-up cards to attack us from the ground and ceiling, all while babies are throwing bottles of milk at us. Then she dies, yay! Oh wait, third phase. Now she's a goddess, what? She summons meteors, lightning bolts, and massive waves of water at us. But, to be honest, this is arguably her easiest phase for this run. Her final phase is her taking a standing ovation because it was all a play, while her umbrella chases us around. And, yeah, she was so easy, it took 0 hits the entire time. Great start from a World 3 boss, come on. The root pack being easy? The first boss of the game? Whoa, crazy concept, who would have thought of that? Anyway, there's 3 phases to this boss, and each one is easier than the last for twist up. First is Sal Sputter, who will shoot 3 dirt balls at us, then a worm. Then I'll speed up more and more until it resets after a 3rd volley. Goal is to get up and close, but still be wary of its attacks. Next is Ollie Bulb, who's a big ol' crybaby. Just avoid the tears and shoot him in the face repeatedly with twist up. Last is Chauncey Chansonnet, who will launch homing carrots at us and uses psychic powers to launch beams of energy at us. Whoa! If I eat carrots, you think I'll gain that power?
You lied to me.
He's basically made for twist up since you gotta aim up to hit him anyway, so yeah, easy fight is expected. Goopy Legrand bounces up and down all over the place, and in his first phase, will occasionally stretch his face out for a big kiss. Slimy, gross. And his second phase, where he's much bigger, will punch out with his boxing glove, but beyond that, he just bounces all over still. His final phase, he just straight up dies. Yep, and you'd think that'd be victory, but nah. Gotta take out his tombstone that'll fall on you every few passes. Twist Up is great for his final phase, but the first 2, you gotta be a little bit careful. He's still pretty easy though. He would be playing like ass. It's Goopy Legrand, who would have guessed he'd be easy? I did not expect this to be as easy as it was, cause Ribby and Croaks are awesome. They shoot Hadoukens, they shoot out fireflies, they become a fan and slot machine. Wait, what? So, yeah. Phase 1, the brothers take turns doing attacks. The mentioned Hadouken and fireflies. Second phase, the tall one becomes a fan, and the smaller one becomes a human boulder before launching energy balls at us. Both of these phases are pretty damn simple, but the last one involves Vor. Yikes. Anyway, we can't hit the slot machine until we parry the lever, which doesn't do damage, just a heads up. Then there's 3 attacks it can do, which all involves platforms. Tigers, which makes a ball bounce up and down, the worst of them. Devils, which makes fire either come out of the top or bottom. or frogs, which is basic platforming, but many of them. I want frogs. And shockingly enough, first try, I take them down thanks to saving up for my super and luck of the draw. Nice! I'm so mad at myself for that. Briny Beard is a boss that feels designed for Twist Up, as he doesn't move from that spot for 80% of the fight, as he shoots octopus balls at us and summons minions to attack us. The squid is harmless but tries to blind us, the shark comes in from the left and takes up about 70% of the screen, and the dogfish are annoying but can be jumped over. What adds to the challenge is this barrel floating above the entire time that'll drop on you if you're below it when it's mad. And it's mad a lot! Eventually, the ship starts shooting cannonballs on top of all this chaos, and finally, it throws Briny Beard off of it and becomes a beautiful narwhal that shoots glasses of rum? I don't know what that is, but it also has a death beam, because every cool fight needs one of those. Outside of my blunder, this fight was extremely easy, and would have been the easiest fight for me if I didn't mess up. Phantom Express. This could have been an absolute nightmare. The first phase of this fight involves it shooting eyeballs at us, and as you can see, we're on a little cart that we can move with parries or involuntarily by these pumpkins, and to damage this stupid ghost, we gotta be close enough to hit him, making it insanely hard to dodge. Or so I thought. Turns out, if I stand on the very edge of the platform, I can just barely hit him, and just have to worry about the pumpkins. Next phase is a skeleton head with hands that move around, and honestly, it's not a threat. Third is the Lollipop Brothers, who shoot lightning out of their mouths. Random, but alright. You take one out, and you're golden to make it to the final phase, the Ghost Train itself. It'll be invincible until you parry its tail, and then its heart is exposed. But so is the flames raining down upon ya. Also, Bone Wheels, stay in Dark Souls where you belong, damn it. But yeah, once I figured out the whole cart thing with the first phase, it was a first try, no problem. Cagney doesn't look like he'd be hard, but boy is he! And it's all thanks to his machine gun rain move. It makes plants spawn out of the ground and attack you, and the worst one is the pink one you can parry, but it's not always safe to do so. He also shoots an elephant-looking seed and some flying acorns, but it gets worse. His final phase, he takes away our access to easy damage by thorning up the floor and making us use the platforms. Fun fact, you can't shoot through the thorns. I tried. He shoots hallucinogenic pollen at us, as well as having the thorns attack us through the platforms, and to hit him, we have to be on the front platform. Otherwise, we can't hit him at all. But hey, it only took me a few tries, surprisingly, meaning all Aisle 1 bosses were easy. How about that?
This match will get red hot.
I thought this was gonna take forever, but no, I got really lucky. This boss is really cool with it being different every time. There's 5 mini bosses that can appear when we fight her, but we don't really care about Waffle because he never showed up. First is Lord Gobpacker, who chases us around with his little buddy, and that's it. He's slow, and as long as we time our smoke dash well enough, we're fine. Next is Conniving Candy Corn, who moves in a set pattern, either going up, down, or forward. He summons little candy corn guys, but again, just time the dash is right and not be such a ninny. What the hell am I doing? Third is Mufsky Shurganov, and if he shows up, just reset because we're not gonna beat him without practically losing all of our health. And last is Greedy Gumball, who runs around spewing his load everywhere. Loads of gumballs. Yeah. Now, while all this is going on in Phase 2, she sends out jelly beans to sneak up on us. In Phase 3, she shoots us with a candy floss gun. Final phase, she makes the castle try to eat us while she lobs her head at us. Whoa, that's kind of metal. The castle shoots out giant peppermint wheels that we have to dodge while it's chasing us, but in the end, I was able to take her out pretty quickly. Worst head ever, though. This is the simplest boss in the game on paper, but in execution, ugh. The angel and devil throw fireballs at you. The angels don't hurt, but the devils do. They will both occasionally send walls of flames at you, which, again, angel doesn't hurt, but the devils do. And there's a lightning cloud platform that goes across the stage that you can avoid or stand on. Sounds simple, right? Yes, but actually no, because whenever side we're facing, the devil's looking right at us. So we switch where we're looking at, so does the devil. And it attacks all switch too, even the ones already fired out. So it's an annoying balance of keep dodging and try to stay focused on one as long as you can, until eventually they go down, which doesn't take long because of their health bar being so low. If they had a normal health bar, I'd be at this for way longer. The Moonshine Mob. Usually a joke for me, but with Twist Up? Nah. First is Charlie Left Legs, who runs around the 3 platforms just doing his own thing. He can call in minions to fly across the screen, he can drop spider bombs for us to run into, or he can throw this caterpillar at us. Poor gal. All while the cops are trying to get him and fail. Next is Matty Cat Maddie, who is so annoying to hit, as she just goes back and forth, while the sound of music attacks us in a circular pattern. But using the smoke dash makes dodging easy enough, but it takes forever because of the lack of damage. Last is Sydney the Snout, who will attack us with his tongue. No, not like that. Anyway, he also throws balls of brawls at us, which is easy enough to dodge, and bam, we won! Except, no, we did not, because Harold is still alive, so we gotta dodge his attacks and take him out. I'm curious, who else got tricked by the knockout when the DLC first came out? I hate gnomes! They get everywhere with their stupid pointy hats and their stupid hammers and stupid ability to shoot fireballs. Ah! Now that's out of the way, Glumstone the Giant has a lot of cool attacks. He can summon geese to take up half the screen, pull in a bear to box us in towards his face, and the stupid gnomes can send smoke with faces at us, which we can sometimes parry, all while the ground is gnomes and the platform rises and falls. He gets mad eventually and rips his beard off, which makes him go seemingly insane, as he plays with puppets of the devil and King Dice. They just keep throwing a ball to each other while gnomes pop out of the ground. Eventually, he comes to his senses and straight up eats us, as his uvula decides to shoot chicken legs at a skeletal platform of what appears to be crocodiles. This game is an acid trip sometimes, I swear. Also, the gnomes all lived, unfortunately, and they have snorkeling gear and they shoot darts. I hate them. Anyway, the final phase isn't too bad as long as I don't throw, which I do. Twice. Werner actually took longer than I expected. He shoots scrap at us, cherry bombs, and occasionally charges at us with his tinfoil tank. It's all normally super easy to dodge, yet for some reason I keep messing up. His second phase, his tank blows up and bottle caps appear on the left and right of the screen, where he now shoots a flamethrower on the top and bottom platform, as these bottle caps shoot out randomly just to hit us. Just keep an eye on them and you'll be fine. But his last phase, why is there so much vor in Cuphead?
Stop it. Get some help.
Anyway, the cat will swipe at us with his claws, make planks from the ceiling fall down at us, as well as summon ghost rats to attack us. When they come out, I use my save ult to lay on the damage and finish him off. Shouldn't have been this hard, but you know, we're here now. I did not expect him to be here, but here we go! The devil has a ton of moves in the first phase, and they're all extra frustrating. He can clap his hand to take up the entire floor, he can summon flames and orbs, and he can even become a dragon or a spider. That's nuts. All while little imp comes running out from behind his throne. But that's not all. We take his health down low enough, he rips his skin off and jumps down a hole into hell itself. So we follow him, and that's a big boy. For the rest of the fight, chips will be raining down from the ceiling as his second phase begins. He can summon a bomb that'll blow up half the screen if we don't parry it, and an axe which, honestly, is easy to dodge. His third phase takes away 2 of our platforms, as well as summon these little demons to spin at us, and these big ones to shoot skulls at us. It's honestly a lot to deal with. And finally, the devil cries, and there's only 1 platform left, so we gotta parry the tears to survive. Or we would, if I didn't save my super up to this moment to make us invincible, and just like that, the final boss of the main game goes down really quick. Nice.
A great slam and then some.
Beppy sucks, and it's only for one reason. His first phase. There's ducks hanging by the ceiling that come on by once in a while to drop light bulbs on us. All while Beppy is drifting back and forth, sometimes forwards, sometimes backwards. Can never tell what he's gonna do, and then he rams into us at Mach speed. Once we're past that BS, it honestly gets a lot easier. He inflates like a balloon and shoots balloon dogs at us while this roller coaster is trying to run us over. Not too bad to deal with. Third phase, he gets onto these donkeys and shoots horseshoes at us, either in a pattern we have to evade or a pattern we have to be in the right spot for. Roller coaster's still here, by the way. Last phase is easiest by far to me. He turns into a carousel while the roller coaster activates the turbo. We can shoot him easily, but he summons little penguin clowns to throw balls at us. But honestly, to save your super for this, and by the time he does it again, it's all over. This fight trips everyone up to my knowledge, and that's fair. First is the plane with the grumpy bulldog and his pups. He will occasionally come down to throw bone tattoos and use a cat to launch yarn balls at us, all while the pups are raining down tennis balls and launching fire hydrant missiles. Also, for this entire fight, we're on a plane that moves wherever we tilt it to, so keep your position in mind. After that, the pups get jetpacks and start launching letters at us like bow wow. Shockingly hard to dodge, and even harder to not accidentally send them into their secret final phase, but let's not worry about this chaos, as the true final phase involves this dog plane shooting laser beams at us and throwing dog bowls at us. And now, it looks easy, but the controls get flipped just like the screen, so trying to figure that all out is a bit chaotic, but hey, I never really struggled with the controls when flipped, so once I finally made it to the third phase a couple times, it was lights out for the military dogs. Mortimer Freeze should be such a free fight, but he's not! And it's all because of his damn first phase, the one where Twist Up should be king, but no! He flies around the top half of the screen, occasionally shooting magic cards at us, summoning little stalactites, and whoa mama whale! And you'd think that would be all fine, but no! He moves so often, getting damage is difficult, and the stupid stalactites are sentient little bastards who keep running into me and not dying! His second phase, if we make it to that, is the easiest by far, with him summoning an ice golem. It rolls at us sometimes, which is fine, launches swords? Yeah, swords out of the snow, and becomes a sentient fridge with sentient popsicles flying out of it to attack us, all while raining ice cubes down from its freezer. Anyway, the final phase has Mortimer back, and he's become a giant snowflake that shoots ice cream, kettles, and its own eye at us. And it's a bit to handle, to be honest, but eventually he goes down, but fuck that first phase. King Dice, the right-hand man of the devil, and he's a very, very unique boss. To start the fight, we gotta roll the dice in front of us, which will land on either 1, 2, or 3. And whichever one we get will decide what boss we fight first. And maybe a bonus heart, but yeah, you heard me, first! Because to get to the King Dice himself, you have to take on at least 3 of his minions. And don't accidentally land on start over, because it will put you back in the beginning. Now, I'm gonna rapid fire my way through these 9 mini bosses as a not be here for a millennia, okay? Cool. First is the Tipsy Troop with Ole, Ethan, Jeanette, and Romulus, and for me personally are the best choice for first bosses. They're easy to dodge and go out quickly. Next is Chips Ben again, who we also have a little problem with, but sometimes his chips sneak up on me like a little bitch! Third is Mr. Wheezy. He could die in the fire that's lighting him, because I can barely hit the guy, so no thanks. Don't smoke. I'll be so mad I'll throw you into a pool of fire and... Fourth is Pip and Dot, my pick for the second boss, and all they do is throw dice at a domino-looking duck, which makes for easy parries, and the floor spikes are really easy to dodge. Fifth is Hocus Pocus, and he can summon skulls and card hands to attack us. Without Smoke Dash, he sucks. Sixth is Fear Lap, and who cares? He's a plain boss. Moving on. Seventh is Proletta. Without Smoke Dash, she sucks ass, but with it, she just dashes around the stage and throws balls at us. Eighth is Mangosteen, and honestly, there's nothing to say about him. He's boring, but I love him. Ninth doesn't matter, because I never accidentally ran into him. Fuck you, Mr. Chimes. Burn in hell, you stupid monkey. And that's all of them. Now that we beat 3 bosses, we can finally fight the King Dice, and I hope you're good at parrying, because we gotta parry combo off these cars to stay alive, all while hitting him in the process. Honestly, I would have won in 5 minutes if I wasn't rusty as fuck, so my bad. My queen, why? Rumor Honeybottom is similar to a certain boss we'll have to talk about later, where it has platforms that move across the screen that you have to stand on. The first phase being the fuzz, and I've never died to him before until today. Huh, guess there's always new things that can happen to you. Anyway, he throws bombs for some reason, very cop-like behavior, and this miserable civilian just floats around the screen. Me too, man. Next phase is the queen herself, and she can do many different things. She can summon pink honeycombs to attack us, triangles that spew bullets, and disconnect her head from her body on a chain and launch beels at us. So beautiful. Also, see that, Shawnee do? Totally dodgeable. Cut the camera. I said cut the camera! Her final phase, she turns into a bead plane and launches fisted ammo, and turns her wings into a chainsaw. This bee is metal, and we beat her pretty quick. Anyway, her final phase is annoying to deal with because of her weapon, but after a little bit, she goes down like the rest.
Good day for a swell battle.
Grim Matchstick is pretty much as bad as I thought he would be. His entire fight relies on these moving cloud platforms that we stand on that's so easy to miss and slip off of, and had to be somewhat close to the lizard in his first phase just to hit him. He shoots out laser rings that we can parry, fireballs, and his tail can sometimes hit us. This is the easiest phase by far to get through hitless, and it gets worse in terms of ease by messing up. Phase 2 has him standing in one place with his tongue out, having little fireballs march down his tongue and then jump on you seemingly at random. Now, the clouds are going towards him as well, which means we need to move a lot more. And his final phase, the Hydra. I'm an idiot! Anyway, he shoots little fire orbs that are easy to dodge unless you shoot one. Then they split into 4 and usually end up hitting you. Also, he breathes fire, but that's not too bad unless you're an idiot. I used the heart ring to get this far, and once I made it to the final phase, I popped my ult and laid on damage for a bit. Then, I just waited patiently for his flamethrower attack to attack him, because I wasn't risking getting hit by those stupid fireballs. Eventually, he goes down, but oh my god, if I didn't practice patience, this would have taken several more hours. Chef Saltbaker, the final boss of the DLC, and unsurprisingly, the toughest fight to beat with Twist Up. Hell, the hardest fight in the game, period. No phase is free. None of them! Phase 1 is, just look at this chaos. See what I have to deal with. Lime slices that fly like boomerangs, strawberries raining from the sky, sugar cubes flying all over the screen, animal crackers, and that's on top of the stupid little flame following me around the entire time. Most runs end here, but if I'm lucky enough to make it to the second phase, it's honestly not any easier. I can't damage the boss anymore, only these salt shakers can. But of course it's not that easy. The salt shakers are gonna fight back, of course, cause we live in a magical land of bullshit. And they sneeze on me. Disgusting. If that was it, I'd be fine, but nope, the fire's still here, and it's moving way more often than before. And these basil leaves that keep raining from the sky, making it extremely hard to move. I only made it past the first 2 phases 3 times, and yeah, that happened twice. But on my 3rd try, I was able to deal with these salt ballerinas and their stupid saw blade, until the ground crumbled beneath me, tornadoes of salt surrounded me, and platforms of glass rained from above me to stand on, and the chef's heart is all that remains. And I really don't want to do this again. So as I'm dashing around, I lock in, focusing heavily on platforming, not caring about damaging the boss much as if I fall. Cause if I fail again, it's gonna take me a long time to get back here. The phase alone took longer than the rest of the fight, and I get hit once and I'm genuinely terrified. But I steel my nerves and it's over. I beat the stupid salt shaker and proved, yes, it is possible to beat Cuphead with only twist up. As difficult as this run got toward the end, I will say, this run has really boosted my ego a bit, as I was expecting a lot of these bosses to take genuine hours, but it seems I'm just really good at Cuphead. I will say that if I did this on Expert, oh, I'd be doomed. Hell, this video won't even be out yet, but oh well. Shout out to Floops for the informal challenge. Been wanting to do this game forever, but I didn't know what to do. Now I challenge you, Mr. Bear. You can either try this run on Expert mode, or pick whatever Pokemon game you prefer and beat it with your favorite Stage 1 Mon. That's my challenge to you. But to everyone else, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, as well as check out Floops' YouTube channel. Link will be in the description. This has been Busy Bee. Peace!